Alright, welcome back to FMBC. I'm Nick. We're going to be cooking some ribeyes. Even though I bought a full, it's like a 3-pound prime rib, I'm going to cut it up into ribeyes, probably 2, and then we're going to throw them on the smoker. I'm going to show you how we get it done. Alright, I got a prime rib here. It's from Hackemüller's in Robbinsdale. It's our local meat market here. Very good food, very good meat, friendly staff. Cool little town too, Robbinsdale, if you haven't been there. This is how I do it and how I'd recommend it. So what I'm going to start off with is just some coarse kosher salt. And again, these are big cuts, so you can get quite a bit on there. Get all sides. Just some regular ground black pepper. Just a little bit of Killer Hogs AP seasoning. And this I'm not going to be as liberal with because I've already got a bunch of salt on there. But this stuff just is like, just call it MSG, it's the flavor enhancer. Just to show you that I am definitely a huge fan of that channel and his spices. We're going to put some Killer Hogs the BBQ Rub on there. This is going to give it an amazing bark. And this we're going to be a little bit liberal with. Want to get every bit of the surface with this stuff because that's what's going to give it its amazing color and the exterior a phenomenal flavor. Hey, one of the other reasons that I like to do these ribeyes so thick, but not an entire prime rib roast, but having those thinner than prime rib roast, but super thick ribeyes on the smoker, what it really does is allows you more surface area to get the seasonings and stuff like that and the smoke to absorb to make it delicious. But also you have that center of the cut that's virtually untouched besides its own delicious flavor and marbling. You still get the best of both worlds where you get that very good beef flavor with these, but you also get an amazing smoked and seasoned and like barky flavor. You guys will like them, I'm sure. Stick around. All right, let's get these things on. All right, it's been about 35 minutes. Woo! We're gonna get this little guy off of here because it's more than done, which is fine just for little nibblers, but the rest of these guys are chilling. Oh yeah. All right, it's been a total of 45 minutes and these things are ready to come on off. Oh, look at that fat. Man, that is amazing. Just gonna put this guy a little bit over to the side. All right, we're gonna put some foil on these things and let them rest. All right, now that we already ate that little guy, these have been resting for a total of about 15 minutes or so. And I'm just dying to get this one cut up. I mean, real quick, that fat cap on the side, just watch. There's zero resistance there. It is completely rendered, phenomenal fat. And for like this big chunk of fat here, instead of taking that all in one bite, what I like to do is just cut these nibblers, these strips here, and then to kind of trim off a little fat that you can throw on there, almost like it's like a topping. You know, it's just because the fat it's literally where it's at. There's a reason you pay for a high-end ribeye anyway. It's not because the actual muscle is that much better, even though it's a tenderer flesh, but it's the fat content. That's how you get your difference between like prime, select, choice, and all that other stuff. It all has to do with marbling of the meat and the amount of fat. Like Japanese Wagyu, the whole reason that that's a thing and it's so much money is because it's ridiculously marbled. So as you can see here, we're pushing the medium well, but oh, it is pure juice. These are definitely not gonna be dry. Chuck, you ready for a piece? Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, we don't play around with sides here. Unnecessary. Juice. I'm grabbing a little fat slab.
I don't know if we have enough. Yeah. Seriously, where was this 10 years ago?
Besides brisket, and maybe burgers. Here. Oh, and a full prime rib roast. I'm not familiar with any other like common beef smoked items. Like an American staple or anything like that, because I've done filet mignons, I've done ribeyes, I've done sirloin even, I've done venison. To your point, that crust is, I mean, the beef itself is just freaking phenomenal. I'm gonna steal your spotlight here.
Yeah, go for it.
And the fat rendered down, it's just unreal. But that crust is just the icing on the cake. And I think you're seriously doing the steak a disservice if you don't put enough heat to the meat for enough duration to render it down. I've made the error myself ordering a huge thick bone-in ribeye, rare to medium rare, to the point where this fat is chewy. The beef itself is very good, but the fat not getting the opportunity to render down is just a fail in my book, because the amount of flavor you get out of it and just enjoyment of the texture is tenfold from what you get from a rare to medium rare ribeye. What do you think, Chuck?
It's got to be medium. Otherwise, you're chewing on bubble gum or rubber.
Exactly.
And
that's a good analogy.
no, filet doesn't have that fat. It's just super tender. So that's where you want that rare, medium rare.
Couldn't agree more. That's the cut. You can see all the beef right here, but you got this nice, beautiful fat pocket here. And I just want to show you what it takes to cut this. As you can see, I've only got 2 fingers on this blade. I'm just gonna let the blade do the work and drop that chunk of beautifully rendered fat. And that right there is almost just like butter. You can spread it on bread or put it on a meatier chunk of the bite. Just like that. Chuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, thanks again for watching. If you guys liked what we got going on here, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future cook videos or methods or any of that stuff, please be sure to put those in the comments. I'll definitely be reading them and I will be answering them as well. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.